Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sunday Z-ries. And today we're going to be talking about how making a habit can help us be more successful in life. And I want to start with saying that we all have goals, right? Big or small, things you want to achieve within a certain time frame. Now, some people want to make $1 million or $1 million by the time that they turn 30. Some people want to lose weight or lose 20 pounds before the summer ends or before the quarantine ends. And when we begin to chase an intangible or vague concept such as wealth, health, happiness, success, making a tangible goal is often the first step in achieving so. So, how do we make our goals tangible? I believe that we must form habits. Now, habits are basically an adaptive feature of how the brain works, and good habits help us reach our goals more effectively and efficiently. And bad ones make things harder or prevent success entirely, right? And habits powerfully influence our automatic behavior. So, the difference between habits and goals is not semantic. Each requires different forms of action. Let's say, for example, we want to spend more time with our families. Now, we could plan to spend 7 hours a week with them, which comes in the form of a goal. Or we could choose to eat dinner with them every night. So that comes in a form of a habit since you're going to be doing that on a daily basis, right? Now, keeping a goal in mind and using it to direct our action requires constant willpower. During times when other parts of our lives deplete our source of willpower, it can be easy to forget our goals. Now, let's say, for example, the goal of saving money requires self-discipline each time we make a purchase. Meanwhile, forming a habit of saving 1,000 pesos each week to your savings account requires less effort than just saving, I don't know, 20,000 pesos or 4,000 pesos in a month. Now, habits, not goals, make otherwise difficult things a lot easier for us to do. Now, what could be the benefit of forming habits? Now, once formed, habits basically operate automatically. Habits take otherwise um, big tasks like saving money, losing weight, and make them easy. Now, the purpose of a well crafted set of habits is to ensure that um, we reach our goals with incremental steps. In other words, slowly but surely, right? So we take those little steps, do it every day, we get to our goal, right? Now, the benefits of a systematic approach, and if you guys know me, I'm a huge fan of systematic or anything systematic. They include the following. So, number one, habits can mean we can overshoot our goals. So, these is like doing small stuff on a daily basis or allotting time for a specific task. This allows us to do more than what can be done in one blow. Such as my example earlier, you can save like 1,000 pesos a week and transfer it to your savings account. That's gonna be a lot easier for you to do in like a month rather than just shooting to um, save 4,000 pesos in a month altogether. Make sense? Right. So, number two, habits are easier to complete. Now, once we develop a habit, our brains actually change to make that behavior easier, to complete. After about 30 days of practice, enacting a habit becomes easier than not doing so. So if let's say for example you want to form the habit of exercising, allotting like 15 to 30 minutes of your time daily and actually doing that, committing to that every day, that's going to be a lot easier for us to do than not to do it. Let's say for example if you've done it for like a month, ang hirap not to catch up, right? So our third benefit will be that habits can basically compound. In other words, building a single habit can have a wider impact on our lives. And Charles Duhigg calls these keystone habits. These are basically behaviors that cause people to change related areas of their lives. Let's say, for example, people who start exercising daily may end up eating better and drinking less. Likewise, those who quit bad habits may end up replacing it with a positive alternative. And I truly believe that by switching our focus from achieving specific goals to creating positive long term habits, we can make continuous improvement a way of life rather than something that we would just like want to do. This is evident from the documented habits of many successful people like Warren Buffett. And if you guys know Warren Buffett, he reads all day to build the knowledge necessary for his investments. And while goals are reliant on extrinsic